Hey everyone, it's time for another
Pick of the Week!
Whoop whoop! We are rolling on to May, getting ready for the big long weekend, so we will be closed on Monday. But there is still a week to put in your pre-orders for July. The catalog is here if you still want to have a look. Some good stuff in it.
Yeah, and August is out on Previews World. It's got some bunch of new image titles like The Old Dog. Tom King's first independent book, Love Everlasting, is finally coming to print. So, exciting stuff coming up this summer.
Yes, get your orders in on Pullbox. Let me know if you have any questions about that. Oh, and we have a few exciting events coming up. Next week, we have MUN Prof, Nancy Pedri, is coming to do a little reading and signing of her new book, A Concise Dictionary of Comics, which is a dictionary with all kinds of fun stuff like what is an ash can or a spine roll, or probably stuff lots of folks already know, but maybe you'll learn something new, and a great reference for comic chats. So that is Thursday night at 7 or 7:30, and in about 2 weeks, May 31st, we are going to start our book club with Georgia Weber. Very exciting. And we do have copies of the book of our first graphic novel, which is Earthling, which is about alienation in the suburbs. It is from Drawn and Quarterly, so fun Canadian content, indie title from up-and-coming artists, so that should be really fun. Come and get your copy.
10% off.
10% off if you join the book club. Deals.
So what do the picks?
Yes, so what do we got this week, John?
I kind of got like 2 picks, sort of. So they're doing this crossover between Hulk and Thor called Banner War, and it started off with this alpha issue, and it's a lot of fun. The artwork in it is really good, and Donny Cates is writing both Thor and Hulk, so it was bound to happen that he was going to have them fight. And there's some fun stuff in it. Like at one point they're like traveling through dimensions and they go to like this cartoon world and start fighting. And in the cartoon world, it's like they worship pain, and so they're all about the big fight and all the devastation. But then they transfer themselves, and it's battle royale. And so then it's gonna move on into Thor and then Hulk and then Thor and then Hulk and then Thor, and then it's over. So part 2 is already out. Thor 25. Also really good, and I think the same artist is going to do all the issues, so it's going to have some fun stuff throughout the whole event. I think you should check it out, though, even if you're not reading either title. It's just big comic fun action. So yeah, check them out. Banner War.
Awesome. My pick of the week is, are we going to do Oats?
Oh yeah, I should talk about this.
Yeah.
So we got Oats and Elfin in finally, and I was really excited for this. Michael Walsh, he writes, he draws and writes sometimes, The Silver Coin. And he did this all-ages book through humanoids, and it's set in Newfoundland. It's about a family that moves to Newfoundland after a tragedy in the family, and it's just an all-ages book. It's got really great artwork, really great cartooning in here, and the kids, they encounter a fairy, and she takes them into the Elfin, and yeah, it's really good. There's a lot of fun little touches in here, and like, there's one point where they're traveling to Newfoundland, and just like the ferry ride, stopping for donaires in Halifax, catching a moose on the road. It's all in there. But then the characters are really good, and then the fantasy world is really cool. There's some really nice touches in here. I really think you should check this out. And it's got the old Newfoundland connection, so definitely one to get.
Yeah, it's so cool to be featured. I know Newfoundland comes up in a couple comics here and there,
Yeah.
but it's cool to have a whole graphic novel just for us.
Yeah, and it's great for all ages. I read it, had me all, teary-eyed. I'm sure anybody, it says 10 plus, but you could probably get a little younger in there too. It's a really good book.
We only have limited copies, so get yours. And there's a little rumor that Michael Walsh is going to be in town in July, so might get to do a little signing. We'll see. So yeah, make sure you get your copy for that very fun event. My pick of the week is 8 Billion Genies. This is the variant cover. This is the regular cover. It's very fun. So basically, it does not tell you why, but like all of a sudden, everyone in the world gets just like one genie, and they get to ask one wish. and of course, chaos just erupts. And it's a kind of a fun thought experiment. Like, what do people wish for, and what kind of, consequences does that have? It's like, yeah, a very fun title. Kind of ask the question of like, what would you ask for? Something I'm still thinking about. So yeah, fun title to have some for your reading pleasure.
Yeah, it looks pretty wacky.
Yeah. And then I guess we'll do a giveaway. So, for our pull list subscriber, we got a few comics here for you.
We got Action Comics 1037, Kanto, Part 3, Number 1, and the Marauders Annual, kicking off the new run.
A few different things to try out. Did you publish it? See who the lucky winner is. Dum, ba-da-dum. Dave Strange! Congratulations! These will be in your box. All right. Thanks everyone for tuning in. See you next time.
See ya.